Hi, welcome back to Cotton Creation. So today I'm bringing you another easy Dollar Tree DIY. It's going to be a really beautiful wedding centerpiece. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. But before we hop into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the amazing videos I have coming your way. Let's hop into it. So if you missed part 1 on how to make this beautiful centerpiece stand, I'll link it up above. But now we're going to turn it into a chandelier centerpiece. And I'm going to be using these acrylic garland. And I'm going to put the acrylic garland in between each of the grooves on the bowl. So I'm just going to take and dab some hot glue in the spot where I want it to be. And then I'm going to place the acrylic right on top of the hot glue. I'm going to hold it in place until it fully dries, because if it doesn't, it's going to fall down and you're just going to have to keep repeating yourself. After it's secure, you're going to want to continue this whole process until every single slot is filled with some acrylic garland. And here's a overhead shot of what I did before. So like I said, I just take some hot glue and then I place the garland right on top of the hot glue. And you want to try to get these pieces at the same position so everything is uniform. So you can't really tell in this video, but my acrylic piece is just slightly above the bowl. Anyway, to go faster, once you get the hang of it, you can do 2 at a time, and that will help the process go a little bit faster. But like I said, most important thing is to make sure you're getting those pieces on the same spot in each groove. Now, I always get questions about where do I get my acrylic garland. I have gotten it from a few different places over the years. I just continue to repurpose it and reuse it. This particular garland I got from AliExpress. They also usually have some on eBay, and then I think they also have it on Amazon as well. So if you have a Prime membership, you may be able to get it with you know, the 1 or 2 day shipping. But nonetheless, any of those places typically carry this type of acrylic garland that has the metal rings in between each one. So the next step that I'm going to do now that all my acrylic garland is adhered to the bowl is I'm going to use some fishing line. It doesn't have to be the super heavy duty one, because these are not that heavy. And then as you can see, there's a hole in each of the pieces of acrylic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fishing line and I'm going to weave that through each one of the acrylic garland pieces. You'll want to repeat this until all of them are on your fishing line. I don't recommend cutting the other end of the fishing line just yet, because you run the risk of it sliding out. So just leave it a part of the big roll of fishing line, and you'll see later when it's best to go ahead and cut that. So right here, I'm just showing you the vision now that I have a few of my acrylic garland on the fishing line. And yeah, we're going to bring those up under the stem of that glass, and that's going to create that chandelier bunching effect. But I'll show you again once we have more on the fishing line. So now that I have more on the fishing line, as you can see, if we pull it really tight in a upwards direction, that's going to create that really beautiful bunching effect. So what you want to do is, now that I have all of them on the fishing line, I'm actually going to take the loose end and I'm going to go back through the first 3 of my acrylic garland. And this way there won't be a gap, because otherwise there would be a noticeable gap in where we started and where we finished. But this way you won't have any gap, so you won't be able to tell where you started the fishing line at and where you ended it. And so what you want to do is pull it as tight as you can and take it up into that bowl. And I'm going to show you right now how to glue that. So what you want to do before you even start doing the fishing line, you want to do this step. You want to go ahead and cut a piece of felt is what I use, but you can use cardstock paper, cardboard, anything like that. But what you're going to do is pull that fishing line all the way up, and you're going to put a dab of hot glue, and you're going to place the fishing line in the hot glue, and then you can take whatever felt or paper you have and just place it right on top of that fishing line and the dab of hot glue. Hold it in place until the hot glue is fully dry, and then it will hold the fishing line right in the spot that you need it to be. And then you're going to repeat that step for the other side, and that's it. Now, if you don't have any paper or felt or anything like that, you can do this with just putting a glob of hot glue on the bowl, but you gotta make sure that it's fully dry before you release it. Otherwise, your garland is just gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be a big mess. So next, at the bottom where we glued it at, I wanted a very clean finish. It's got a few rugged edges, so I'm just showing you guys a few options of what you could do. I ended up going with the gold pearls, but any of those options that I showed you really could work. But yeah, I just felt like the gold pearls was going to be really nice and cohesive and flowed really well, so I went with that. And if you don't have gold pearls, but you can find some pearls from like just normal colored ivory pearls, you can always spray paint them as well and go with that too. So that's another option. And these pearls I do get from a dollar store here in Los Angeles called the Dollar King. They have a really wide variety of arts and crafts like items, and yeah, so I can get these adhesive pearls along with all sorts of adhesive things from there. But if you can't find them in your area, I do believe Hobby Lobby has some version of this that you could probably check out. They may even have something like this on Amazon. I've never checked, but I definitely know Hobby Lobby typically carries similar things like this. All right, next I'm just going to dress it up with some florals. So because I am just doing this for you guys, I'm not going to glue any of this down, but typically what I would do is I would glue a piece of floral foam down into the base of this so nothing shifts and everything's secure. And then I will go ahead and start placing my flowers into the floral foam. And it's up to you, if you want to glue the flowers to the floral foam. That's also another option to make sure things are nice and secure. I'm just going to show you with some hydrangeas, and I did show some putting a few orchids in, but I personally just like the hydrangeas. So you'll see the orchids will be in there, and then for another shot I take them out. I think the orchids would actually look really beautiful if I had them going in the upward direction instead of down, or maybe a combination of the two. But yeah, the down only, I don't think it flows. So this is this option. And then once again, I'm going to show you with them without the orchids. But either way, you can do the florals however you choose. But I feel like this came out so beautifully. You'd never be able to tell like this was a Dollar Tree centerpiece or Dollar Tree stand. But definitely let me know what you think in the comment section. If you would try this out, what you think of it. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer all of them. But yeah, I was so happy with this. All right, so let me know what you guys think of today's DIY project. Drop me a comment down below. I thought it turned out very beautiful and elegant and rather pretty simple and easy to make. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give your girl a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on all the amazing videos I have coming up. Thanks for watching.